Welcome to King of Diamond Productions. I'm your host, JB, and here in the studio we have Miss Valerie Paige.
Hey.
If you remember last week, we played a couple of songs from Miss Paige, and a lot of people fell in love with it. And now we have Miss Paige back in the studio. So we're going to let her talk a little bit, and then we'll hear one of her songs and get into the hard questions.
Yay.
So, Miss Paige, tell us a little bit about who is Miss Valerie Paige.
I'm a Louisiana native, born and raised in Crowley. I reside in Welsh. I'm a singer, songwriter, musician. I love life. I love God. I love everything about music. That's why we're here.
Okay. Well, first of all, I need you to stop being nervous because, you sitting over there, you kind of a little stiff,
I'm focusing.
What you focusing on? You going to write a song for us in here today?
Sure.
All right. So, let's listen to Louisiana Blues, and then we'll get into what inspired that song. Wow, that's a beautiful song. Right off the bat, I could tell that you were singing about a friend. So tell us a little bit about, what inspired the song, what was going on when you were making a song.
Well, during that writing process, I was going through a lot of things. It was about a friend, a good friend. I had him for a while. He's no longer in my life, but I do think that it was a learning process for sure. But that song I ended up writing in 15 minutes, and from start to finish, it just came to me.
Well, I don't know who the friend is, but we all owe him a great big round of thanks for that song. So tell us a little bit about when did you first become interested in singing?
I was around 7 years old. Music was very prevalent in my family and in my life at that time, and it just grew to be an everyday thing.
So at 7 years old, what songs were you singing? Do you remember?
The radio, no. Most of the time they would say, "Shut up." I just sang so much.
Okay. So who inspired you to pursue a career in singing?
Well, I'm a 80s baby, so the 90s was pretty legit. I do enjoy a lot of 90s. So during that time, it was Christina Aguilera, Britney Spears, even Whitney Houston. They had a lot of good inspiration then.
I'm from that time period, so I have to agree with you. I feel like the new music,
it's different,
it
for
just
sure.
doesn't have the substance that our music did back then.
You're right.
So how would you describe the music that you typically create?
Soul music. I love bluesy soul music, and I hit on a couple of other genres, but that's where my heart lies.
Okay. So what is your creative process like? When you're creating the song, you're thinking about writing, what gets everything flowing for you?
Most of the time it's just breaking out my instrument and playing around with the chords and the keys, and sometimes I put on a little music, get in the mood, a little bit of something like that.
So what's your instrument of choice?
Guitar.
Oh, interesting.
Acoustic, yeah, I love that.
So who would you most like to collaborate with?
Well, I do love Adele. She's amazing. And Mariah Carey.
Okay. Now, here's a question. What is the most useless talent that you have?
That's a good one. Road rage. I'm a little impatient when I drive. Mostly, always, nowadays, I'm late to something, and 9 times out of 10, I'm behind someone very slow.
Okay, so now y'all heard it. Stay out of her way. Now, you have another song called Love Me.
Mm-hmm.
Let's take a listen to that song, and then tell us a little bit about what inspired that song.
Please love me the way that I love you. Baby, there's no one above you. Take my hand and learn my way. I will not wrong you, not one day. Loving you makes me complete.
Wow. An amazing song. That is definitely a song that I can see being played at weddings, school functions, proms. It's a timeless classic. It's one of those songs that if you don't have somebody, you want somebody after you listen to it. So tell us a little bit about the inspiration for this song and who the producer was that helped you with this.
Okay. My inspiration wasn't written for any one per se. It was basically how I want to be loved, how I want to be treated. That's about it. It's just it's simple and very transparent. The producer, his name is Courtney Barrett. He's amazing. Courthouse Productions. He's very talented in himself, and he pushes me out of my box and always gives me that extra that I need.
Well, I think y'all definitely make a great duo. Also, you said that it's a song about how you want to be loved. I think that's a song about how every woman views their relationships or how they see themselves. Mm-hmm. I haven't heard anything as of late that touches that caliber of singing. Nowadays, you got all of the songs that just want to go straight to the bedroom. Yeah. This is a process.
Yeah.
It's a marathon, you know. And just if you could give one message out there to the fans, especially your female fans, with this particular song, what would it be?
Respect yourself. Just be patient. Love will come. It's usually when you're not looking for it, though.
I absolutely love that message, and I think that's something that'll be well received. Now, just speaking in general, when you're going through your process of writing your song, are you like a natural poet, or?
Yes, I've been that way. I had a very huge passion for English language grammar growing up, so a lot of books being read, and I love Shakespeare, all your really amazing, legit literature out there. That I've definitely touched on all of them.
Well, you know, I'm that kind of host. I do my research and do a little bit of homework. So, you mentioned that you were born and raised in Crowley, Louisiana, and you currently reside in Welsh.
Welsh, Louisiana, yes.
But at no point did you mention your time you spent in Thailand.
Yeah. That was definitely an experience. Taught me a lot. It's a third world country, and I learned a lot about life in general, about how important family is, and how hard this world can be on people.
So, what are some things that you did in Thailand?
I taught English to K through 12. Taught the not the grammar sense, but just speaking. Teaching them how to, use language just in general as speaking. It was definitely an amazing experience. They were amazing kids. It was a wonderful something to have on my repertoire for sure.
Okay. And while you were over there, did you do any singing?
No, actually. I watched a lot of good music, though. Very cultural, very, very diverse culture there.
Okay. So, if you wasn't doing music right now, what would you be doing?
I would probably still be in college.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, what has been the best advice that you've been given?
Think before you speak. And be patient. Patience is a virtue.
Now,
It's not easy though.
like I said, I did my research. I heard that you also sing gospel.
Yes, God is my number one passion. Yep.
Well, can you bless us with a little bit of one of your gospel songs?
I have one written. It's called Carry Me Through.
Okay. And you don't have to sing the whole thing. Just give us a little taste of it.
There were times and days when I didn't know what to do. No one to lean on, no one to talk to. This life I've lived, I struggled and prayed. Never knew you were leading the way.
Wow, all that came from that little bitty box. Wow. Okay. So, who would you say was your inspiration for gospel singing?
My inspiration. Well, I spent a little time in New Orleans recording that song in the beginning. Yolanda Adams, she's a very powerful gospel singer. She's a good inspiration for me in that. But while I was recording this in New Orleans, the first part of it, I had the pleasure of recording it and with a guy named Eddie West. He actually passed away, but he's featured on my song, and I wanted to honor him in that. But he definitely gave me the rite of passage, I guess, say, into the gospel, and he showed me a lot of pointers, and he's powerful also. Very, very blessed to have known him.
Okay. Well, I'm pretty sure that just judging from what you just gave us, that song is going to be remembered and held closely to its family, as that's going to be one way that they'll have to hold on to him.
Yes.
So what is your favorite song to perform?
Adele, One and Only.
Okay. You want to give us a little taste of that?
I dare you to let me be your one and only. Promise I'm worthy to hold in your arms. So come on and give me the chance to prove I'm the one who can walk that mile until the end starts.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, Adele is amazing. I love her.
I see big things coming from you in the future.
Thank you.
Is there any place that you visualize yourself performing in?
New York, Times Square.
Okay. So, major concert, you're a headliner. Who would you have on tour with you?
Wow. That's a really good question. Can I have two?
You can pick as many as you want.
It would be Adele, Alicia Keys, and Mariah Carey. Yeah.
Oh, that's some heavy hitters right there. That's a sold out show everywhere you go.
I agree.
Okay. So who would you like to collaborate with in this day and time?
They have so many good ones. How about Christina Aguilera?
Interesting.
She's amazing too.
So, how do you feel that the internet has impacted the music industry?
It's given it a bigger platform, for sure.
Okay.
Definitely, especially with this virus and the struggle that people are going through. the internet has helped a lot, especially musicians having such a hard time. They're able to virtually do concerts and give their passion and their music to the fans straight through the video like this.
So, do you sing in the shower?
Oh man, I do. That's my practice time. I really enjoy just letting go and giving it my all, and nobody's listening. It's like a mini
So what
concert.
songs do you sing?
That's all the very diva-ish, I guess you can say, but Mariah Carey, Whitney Houston, Celine Dion, anything that can bring my range crazy, and it's really good practice. You should try it.
Okay. So what's next for you?
Music, just lots of music. I'm coming out with a bunch of songs, and it's exciting.
Oh, I can't wait to hear more. So there you have it. Miss Valerie Paige, up and coming, sure to take the world by storm. The music industry, dare I say, is blessed to have her. And I know that you're working on a gospel album. Can't wait to hear that. And the soulful sounds of Miss Paige is sure to take over the internet and the sound waves. So please tune in and be blessed. Have a great evening.